else, but you're not here to sew. Now sit right down over there and don't move a muscle. I'm going to get the boss.
The credit for paving the way for single women in sitcoms often goes to the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Yet Marlo Thomas was already making waves on television with her groundbreaking role in That Girl. From 1966 to 1971, she brought to life Anne Marie, a young woman determined to make her mark in a man's world. Thomas was not just an actress. She was a visionary who fought fiercely for how modern women should be depicted on screen. She insisted on portraying Anne as a strong, independent character who sought her own path rather than conforming to traditional expectations. This commitment to authenticity was evident in every episode, as she tackled issues like career aspirations and personal growth with humor and grace. Her efforts did not go unnoticed. She earned 4 Emmy Awards, a Grammy, a Golden Globe, a Peabody Award, and even the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Beyond her acting career, Thomas remains active in philanthropy, serving as a spokesperson for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, a legacy started by her father.
Donald, gee, you must have been driving awfully fast.
Never went over the speed limit once.
Marlo's character of Anne Marie is an aspiring and only sporadically employed actress who moves from her hometown of Brewster, New York, to try to make it big in New York City. She faces the ups and downs of life in the big city, taking on an assortment of temporary jobs to support herself while pursuing her dream. Her boyfriend, Donald Hollinger, played by Ted Bissell, is a writer for a magazine called News View. Their relationship adds a layer of warmth and humor to the series as they navigate the challenges of young love amidst their busy careers. Anne Marie's concerned parents, Lou and Helen, portrayed by Lou Parker and Rosemary DeCamp, often worry about her choices and well-being, providing a source of both comedy and heartfelt moments. The group of friends that Anne and Donald hang around with includes characters played by Bernie Capel, Ruth Buzzy, and Reva Rose, creating a lively social circle that enhances the show's charm. Together, they experience the joys and struggles of adulthood, making That Girl a relatable and entertaining series for its audience. The blend of ambition, friendship, and romance captures the essence of young life in the city, resonating with viewers who share similar dreams and aspirations.
Darn, your husband was only here for 2 minutes.
For Rudy, 2 minutes.
I assure you, he is.
That Girl was developed by writers Bill Persky and Sam Denov, who had previously worked on The Dick Van Dyke Show. This show was significant in the 1960s, especially since Marlo Thomas's father, Danny Thomas, was closely associated with it. Danny Thomas was a powerhouse in Hollywood during this time, known for having numerous successful shows running out of DeZillu Studios. His influence in the industry was remarkable, as he was linked to several hit series such as The Dick Van Dyke Show, The Andy Griffith Show, and his own Make Room for Daddy. These shows not only entertained audiences, but also set a standard for quality television. The collaboration of Persky and Denov, both seasoned writers, brought a fresh perspective to the sitcom format. They crafted stories that resonated with viewers, particularly focusing on the life of a young woman trying to make her way in the world. This relatable premise captured the spirit of the era, reflecting the changing roles of women in society. The combination of strong writing and the backing of a well-established figure like Danny Thomas contributed significantly to the show's development and success. The creative synergy of these talented individuals made That Girl a notable entry in the television landscape of the 1960s.
Don't mention it.
Nothing Mr. Hollinger says or does.
The title of the series That Girl was initially called Miss Independent during the pre-production and some of the production stages. This working title held a special significance for Marlo Thomas, the star of the show. The name Miss Independent was a nickname given to her by her father, Danny Thomas. This personal connection added a layer of meaning to the series, which revolved around the life of a young woman trying to make it on her own in New York City. Marlo Thomas portrayed Anne Marie, a spirited and ambitious actress navigating her career and personal relationships in the bustling city. The show was groundbreaking for its time, as it showcased a single woman living independently, which resonated with many viewers. The original title reflected the themes of independence and self-discovery that were central to the show. As the production progressed, the title changed to That Girl, which became iconic in its own right. However, the essence of the original title remained, as Anne Marie embodied the spirit of being a modern woman in the 1960s, challenging traditional gender roles and expectations. This transformation from Miss Independent to That Girl marked not just a change in name, but also a shift in how women were portrayed on television, paving the way for future female characters. The legacy of That Girl continues to influence representations of women in media, reminding audiences of the importance of independence and self-identity. The show left an indelible mark on television history, and its origins as Miss Independent highlight the personal touch that Marlo Thomas brought to the character and the series as a whole.
If you can talk them out of it, okay?
Well, I guess I
One thing that stands out is how the Thomas family made it a point to include their entire family in any production they worked on. This is evident when looking back at the Andy Griffith Show, where Danny Thomas's brother made numerous appearances, more than any other actor aside from the main cast. This trend continued with other shows they were involved in, including That Girl. In the season 3 episode titled My Sister's Keeper, the Thomas family played significant roles. Marlo Thomas's sister, Terry, portrayed a nun, while her brother, Tony Thomas, appeared as a drummer. In a humorous twist, the episode culminates with Danny Thomas, dressed as a priest, bumping into Anne Marie, who innocently refers to him as father. This moment carries an amusing layer, as it is indeed her father in the scene. The choice to have her sister play a nun adds another layer of inside humor, as she is literally a sister in the story. This clever use of family ties showcases the close-knit nature of the Thomas family and their desire to create a warm, familiar atmosphere in their productions.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Done. How about you, Becker? Want to make a deal?
I got an apple.
Marlo Thomas was almost part of a series called Two's Company instead of the well-known show That Girl. She did a pilot for Two's Company, which revolved around a couple who had been married for just about a week. This particular pilot was distinct and had no connection to the 1973 pilot of the same name featuring John Amos. Nor was it related to the later popular series Three's Company. Although this pilot never progressed to become a full series, the network executives were impressed with Marlo Thomas's performance. They recognized her talent and charisma, which made them consider her for future projects. Additionally, they saw the potential for a significant corporate sponsor that could support a show featuring her. The enthusiasm from the network executives played a crucial role in shaping Marlo Thomas's career, ultimately leading her to star in That Girl, which became a beloved series that showcased her unique charm and comedic talent. The interest generated by Two's Company laid the groundwork for her future success in television.
A good general never divulges his plans in advance. Especially when he doesn't have any.
During this time, a corporate sponsor could either make or break a television show. Clairol played a crucial role in getting That Girl off the ground. They were impressed with Marlo Thomas's work in the previous show, Two's Company, and the network believed that she was truly ready to headline her own series. Clairol was in search of a young rising female star to promote their shampoo. They saw the potential in Thomas and knew she could connect with the audience, embodying the vibrant and modern woman they wanted to represent their product. Without the backing of this beauty company, it is possible that That Girl might never have made it to the screen. The partnership allowed the show to flourish, with Clairol's sponsorship providing the necessary financial support and marketing muscle. This collaboration not only benefited the show, but also helped establish Marlo Thomas as a household name, showcasing the powerful influence corporate sponsorship had in shaping television during that era.
Richard Burton who?
That's what you would have said if I said Richard Burton.
The running gag in the television series That Girl involved a clever and humorous twist that became a signature element of the show. Initially, the creators intended for the pre-credit sequence to end with a character referring to Anne Marie, played by Marlo Thomas, as That Girl only in the pilot episode. The belief was that it would be difficult to maintain the momentum of finding fresh and inventive ways to incorporate this phrase into the opening conversations of each episode. However, against expectations, the writers managed to weave this phrase into nearly every episode, creating a delightful and memorable pattern. This running gag not only served as a humorous introduction to each episode, but also helped to solidify Anne Marie's character as an iconic figure of the 1960s. The phrase became a playful reminder of her aspirations and adventures as a young woman trying to make her mark in New York City. The ability to continuously find new contexts for the phrase demonstrated the creativity and resourcefulness of the show's writing team. This clever technique contributed to the charm and appeal of That Girl, making it a beloved series that resonated with audiences during its original run. The running gag effectively highlighted the show's themes of ambition, independence, and the everyday challenges faced by young women at the time.
He says he'll hang on.
The relationship between Anne, played by Marlo Thomas, and her father Lou in the series That Girl was inspired by Marlo's real-life bond with her father, Danny Thomas. This personal connection added depth to the characters, making their interactions relatable and genuine. In the original unaired pilot episode of the show, the character played by Ted Bissell was initially named Donald Blue Sky instead of Hollinger. In this version, he portrayed Anne's agent rather than a magazine reporter. This change in his character allowed for a different dynamic in the storyline. During the episode, he explains that his last name, Blue Sky, reflects his heritage, revealing that he is part Cherokee Indian. This detail not only adds a layer to his character, but also highlights the diversity of backgrounds represented in the show. Additionally, Harold Gould played Anne's father, while Penny Stanton took on the role of her mother, contributing to the family dynamics that were central to the series. The blend of personal experience and creative storytelling helped shape That Girl into a memorable series that resonated with audiences.
Oh, Donald, it's the mumps. I know it's the mumps.
Honey, all right. Now calm down. What pediatrician do they use?
The series had 3 separate opening themes that evolved over its 5-season run. In the first season, viewers were greeted with a more subdued instrumental opening that featured a different video sequence, setting a distinct tone for the show. As the series progressed into its 2nd through 4th seasons, the opening transformed into a more upbeat, jazzy, and swinging instrumental style that became quite familiar to audiences. This lively version added a sense of energy and excitement that matched the show's themes. In the 5th and final season, lyrics were added to this instrumental, giving the opening a deeper context, especially in the wake of the success of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Earl Hagen, a well-regarded composer, wrote all the music for these opening themes. He was known for his contributions to many other television shows, but he is most notable for writing the iconic tune and whistling theme for The Andy Griffith Show. The evolution of the opening themes of That Girl reflects not only the changing style of the show, but also the influence of popular culture during that era.
You have a very interesting collection of friends, Hollinger.
Is that right?
Yes, incidentally, some of them are quite rude.
Well, Miss...
It is intriguing how a famous book played a crucial role in the development of the television series That Girl. The book, The Feminine Mystique, published in 1964, resonated deeply with the cultural shifts of the time, influencing many aspects of society, including television. Clairol and ABC were eager to bring Marlo Thomas into a sitcom, and discussions were underway about various ideas. However, Marlo Thomas had a clear vision for her show. She did not want to portray the traditional roles of women as mothers or wives. Instead, she aimed to create a character that embodied the spirit of independence and ambition. After careful consideration, she decided to give the head of ABC programming a copy of The Feminine Mystique. This act was pivotal. It ignited a conversation within the programming department about the need for a series that showcased a single working woman. The timing was perfect, as audiences were beginning to embrace stories that reflected their changing roles in society. This decision ultimately led to the creation of a groundbreaking show that celebrated female empowerment and individuality, setting a new standard for women on television. The influence of The Feminine Mystique was not just a catalyst for the show, it represented a broader movement toward recognizing and valuing women's experiences outside traditional domestic roles. The series became a cultural touchstone, reflecting the aspirations of a generation and paving the way for future representations of women in media. The impact of Marlo Thomas and That Girl extended beyond entertainment, contributing to the ongoing dialogue about women's rights and roles in society.
And look, you better drive. Everything's a little fuzzy to me.
Okay, get in.
Okay.
Careful, you. Go. Remember.
Marlo Thomas was determined to keep her character, Anne Marie, from getting married on the television series That Girl. Throughout the show's run, both ABC and the sponsor Clairol pushed for a wedding between Anne and her boyfriend Donald. However, Thomas strongly resisted these pressures. She fought hard to maintain the independence of her character, believing that a marriage plot would undermine the message of self-reliance and personal growth that resonated with young women watching the show. Thomas argued that if Anne were to marry Donald in the finale, it would send a message that happiness could only be achieved through marriage, which she viewed as a dangerous precedent. Although she eventually allowed the couple to become engaged, she remained firm in her stance against any wedding taking place on screen. Thomas felt that portraying a wedding would betray the many viewers who were inspired by Anne's journey toward independence and self-discovery. Her commitment to this principle was a significant aspect of the series, reflecting the changing roles of women in society during the 1960s. The refusal of marriage as a plot point became a defining characteristic of that girl, making it a unique show that celebrated female empowerment and the pursuit of personal goals over traditional expectations.
The release.
Well, I'm going to stop that magazine.
You can't do that. It's on the stands.
Despite the anticipation surrounding its return, the series was supposed to have come back for a sixth season. The ratings were still really high, indicating that viewers were invested in the characters and stories. Contracts were already in place, a common practice for shows during that era of television production. However, disagreements among the production team led to an unexpected pulling of the plug at the end of season 5. This abrupt cancellation left fans disappointed, as they had hoped to see more of the beloved characters and their adventures. The show's charm and humor had captured a loyal audience, making the decision to end it all the more surprising. Such conflicts were not uncommon in the television industry at the time, but for the fans, it meant an early end to a series that still had much to offer. The abrupt conclusion of the storyline left many wondering what could have been had the series continued.
Take off your coats. You'll catch your deaths of colds.
Yes, and you're dripping all over my rug.
Your rug.
It's our rug.
It is fun to go back and take a look at these episodes of That Girl. The show, which aired in the late 1960s and early 1970s, features the charming and ambitious Anne Marie, played by Marlo Thomas. Anne is a young woman trying to make her way in New York City as an actress. Each episode captures her adventures, struggles, and the humorous situations she encounters. The show is filled with memorable moments that bring back a lot of memories from that time. The light-hearted comedy and relatable themes of friendship, love, and career aspirations resonate even today. That Girl stands out for its portrayal of a strong, independent woman, which was quite progressive for its time. Viewers often find themselves laughing at the quirky scenarios and Anne's interactions with her friends and boyfriend, Donald. The show has a unique charm that transports audiences back to a simpler time, filled with optimism and fun. Watching the episodes can feel like a warm hug from the past, reminding us of the joys and challenges of young adulthood. It is a delightful experience to revisit this classic series and appreciate the humor and heart it brings to the screen.
The secret of investing in the stock market is not just investing. It's knowing when to get out before it's too late.
Well, I don't think it's ever...
That Girl, the iconic 1966 television series starring Marlo Thomas, has sparked a range of opinions reflecting both admiration and criticism. At the heart of the show is the character Anne Marie, a young woman navigating the challenges of life in New York City as a struggling actress. While some viewers appreciate the portrayal of a female lead striving for independence in a male-dominated world, others find the character's portrayal to be lacking in depth and intelligence. Supporters of the series often highlight Marlo Thomas's charm and likability as key factors that draw audiences to the show. Her performance, while sometimes criticized for its limitations, does resonate with those who enjoy the light-hearted, comedic approach to the struggles of young adulthood. The premise of a woman pursuing her dreams and dealing with various romantic entanglements offers a glimpse into the aspirations of many viewers during that era, making Anne Marie a relatable figure for some. Conversely, detractors argue that the series fails to deliver meaningful content, asserting that the writing lacks inspiration and depth. The humor is described as mildly amusing at best, with many critics pointing out that the scripts do not challenge the actors to perform at their best. This has led to the perception that the acting is average, as the material simply does not allow for more dynamic performances. Some viewers have expressed frustration with Anne Marie's character, describing her as clueless and annoying, which detracts from their enjoyment of the show. The portrayal of a dumb, clueless protagonist has left some feeling that the series perpetuates negative stereotypes about women, rather than empowering them. The show's longevity, spanning 5 seasons, is a point of contention. While some viewers wonder how it managed to achieve such popularity, others argue that its appeal may lie in its simplicity and the comfort of familiar storylines. The predictable nature of the plots may have provided a sense of reassurance for audiences during a time of significant social change. Yet, for those who seek more substantial narratives, the predictability can feel tedious and unoriginal. In summary, That Girl remains a polarizing series, with Marlo Thomas's performance eliciting both affection and criticism. While some appreciate the light-hearted exploration of a young woman's life and aspirations, others find the character and the writing lacking in substance. This duality in perspectives reflects the broader conversation about gender roles and representation in media during the 1960s, making That Girl a noteworthy, if contentious, entry in television history.
Question.
I have no idea what the main question is. The main answer is you should...
As we wrap up our look at the delightful adventures of Anne-Marie and That Girl, you might be wondering what happened to the talented cast after the final credits rolled. The show captured the hearts of many, but the stories of its stars continued long after the cameras stopped rolling. Did you know that Marlo Thomas, who played the ambitious Anne, went on to become a powerful advocate for children's health? Her impact in the world of philanthropy is just as inspiring as her role on television. And what about Ted Bissell, the charming Donald? His journey took some surprising turns in the world of directing and producing. Join us as we delve deeper into the lives of these beloved characters, uncovering the unique paths they took and the legacies they left behind. From unexpected career shifts to personal triumphs, this bonus segment promises to reveal stories that will intrigue and surprise you. Stay tuned as we explore the fascinating lives beyond the screen.
2 with ice. Okay. Now I'd like to make a...
Ruth Buzzy portrayed Pete Peterson in the 1966 TV series That Girl, a role that showcased her talent for comedy and her ability to embody a quirky yet relatable character. Pete was the best friend of the main character, Anne-Marie, providing a humorous and supportive presence. Buzzy's performance was marked by her distinctive voice and expressive facial features, which brought depth to the character. After That Girl, Buzzy's career included various television appearances and voice work, but her path was not without challenges. She faced the harsh realities of typecasting, struggling to break free from the comedic roles that defined her early career. Personal hardships included a difficult marriage that ended in divorce, which left her grappling with emotional turmoil. Buzzy was also affected by the pressures of fame, leading to periods of anxiety and self-doubt. In later years, she found solace in her work and continued to perform, participating in various projects that highlighted her versatility. As of the latest updates, Ruth Buzzy remains active in the entertainment industry, occasionally appearing in interviews and public events, sharing stories of her past while maintaining a sense of mystery about her personal life.
Get dressed. Close your eyes.
What for? All I can see are my shoes.
Dabney Coleman portrayed Dr. Leon Bessemer in the 1966 TV series That Girl. His character was a charming, but somewhat eccentric doctor who became a love interest for the show's lead. Coleman brought a unique blend of humor and depth to the role, making Dr. Bessemer memorable in a series that focused on the aspirations of a young woman in New York City. After That Girl, Coleman's career flourished, leading him to roles in films like 9 to 5 and Tootsie, where he often played authoritative figures with a sharp edge. However, his personal life was marked by challenges. Coleman faced a tumultuous divorce from his first wife, which led to a public legal battle over custody of their children. He also struggled with the pressures of fame, leading to bouts of depression that he later spoke about candidly. In the years following his rise to fame, Coleman remained active in television and film, but his appearances became less frequent. His last known role was in the 2014 film The Last of the Melting Snow. As of now, details about his current life are scarce, leaving a veil of mystery over his later years.
He's out on a call right now.
And I still feel faint.
He'll be back in an hour.
What I'd like to do is go along on a detailed...
Jesse White portrayed Eddie Edwards in the 1966 television series That Girl, a character who embodied the charm and complexity of a struggling actor. Eddie was often caught in the web of his aspirations and failures, reflecting the darker side of Hollywood dreams. White's performance resonated with audiences, showcasing a blend of humor and vulnerability. After That Girl, Jesse White's career continued in television and film, but he faced significant personal challenges. He struggled with typecasting, often being seen as a comic character despite his range. In the 1970s, he faced financial difficulties, which led to a brief period of obscurity. His personal life was marred by hardship. He lost his first wife to illness, which deeply affected him. In the late 1980s, White found a resurgence in voice work for commercials and animated series, but his health began to decline. He passed away in 1997, leaving behind a legacy marked by both talent and tragedy. The last known information about him highlights a man who, despite his success, battled personal demons and the harsh realities of an unforgiving industry.
Of the family name, Schneider. And that's when all the trouble started. Do you know that they haven't said a word?
Mabel Albertson played the role of Mildred Hollinger in the 1966 television series That Girl. Mildred was the overbearing mother of the show's protagonist, embodying both humor and a sense of control that often clashed with her daughter's ambitions. Albertson's performance captured the complexities of a mother-daughter relationship, showcasing a character that was both endearing and suffocating. This role marked a significant point in Albertson's career, highlighting her talent for portraying strong matriarchal figures. After That Girl, Albertson continued to work in television and film, appearing in shows like Bewitched and The Twilight Zone. However, her personal life was marked by struggles. Albertson faced the challenges of aging in the entertainment industry, often finding it difficult to secure roles that matched her earlier prominence. She experienced the loss of her husband, which left her grappling with loneliness and grief. In her later years, Albertson's health declined, and she became reclusive, distancing herself from the public eye. The last known information about her reveals that she passed away in 1982, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances, but a life marked by personal trials and solitude.
That's a lovely cup. It'll hold something anyway.
There you go.
Happy New Year.
Ted Bissell is best known for his role as Donald Hollinger in the 1966 TV series That Girl. His character was a charming and supportive boyfriend to the ambitious Anne Marie, played by Marlo Thomas. Bissell's portrayal brought a sense of warmth and humor, making him a beloved figure in the series. However, after the show ended in 1971, Bissell faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched the success of That Girl, leading to a series of guest appearances on various television shows. Beyond his professional life, Bissell's personal life was marked by hardships. He faced the loss of his father at a young age, which deeply affected him. In the late 1980s, he dealt with the tragic death of his first wife, which left him emotionally scarred. Despite these challenges, he continued to work in television and film, taking on directing roles and even returning to the stage. In the years leading up to his death in 1996, Bissell remained relatively private. He passed away from cancer, leaving behind a legacy of talent and resilience. His contributions to television, though overshadowed by personal struggles, remain significant.
Never. Of course. And let me give you a tip.
James Gregory's portrayal of Jonathan Adams in the 1966 television series That Girl was marked by a unique blend of charm and complexity. As a supporting character, Adams served as a foil to the lead, navigating the intricacies of young adulthood with a mix of ambition and uncertainty. Gregory infused the role with a subtle intensity, capturing the struggles of a man striving to find his place in a rapidly changing world. After That Girl, Gregory's career continued, but he faced significant challenges. He struggled with typecasting, often being seen primarily as a comedic actor despite his range. His personal life was marred by hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. There were whispers of financial difficulties, leading to a decline in roles as the industry shifted. In later years, Gregory became reclusive, shying away from the public eye. His last known appearances were in the late 1980s, and he vanished from the spotlight entirely. As of now, little is known about his final years, leaving a shroud of mystery over his life after fame.
Right up here. Okay, now set yourself. That's right. I want to make sure you feel comfortable with it. Because in comedy, delivery's half the battle.
Bernie Koppel portrayed Jerry Bauman in the 1966 TV series That Girl, a character known for his charm and comedic timing. Jerry was a friend and occasional love interest of the show's lead, showcasing a mix of ambition and vulnerability. Koppel's performance captured the essence of a young man navigating the complexities of relationships and career aspirations in a bustling New York City. After That Girl, Koppel's career flourished as he became a familiar face on television. He appeared in numerous series, including The Love Boat, where he played Dr. Adam Bricker, solidifying his status in Hollywood. However, his life was not without challenges. Koppel faced the pressures of typecasting and struggled to break free from the comedic roles that defined him. He also experienced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. In later years, Koppel remained active in the industry, but also embraced a quieter life. As of the latest updates, he is still remembered fondly by fans, and continues to engage with his audience through occasional appearances. His journey reflects the resilience and complexities of a life spent in the spotlight, marked by both triumphs and sorrows.
Honey, listen, you'll be much happier next door. Let's switch rooms.
Oh, I'm just kidding. No bother.
There's no bother. It's just a question of change.
Marlo Thomas portrayed Anne Marie, a young woman chasing her dreams in New York City in the 1966 TV series That Girl. Her character was groundbreaking for its time, representing a new wave of independent women on television. Marlo's performance was both charming and relatable, capturing the struggles and aspirations of many young women in the 1960s. However, the role also placed her in the spotlight, leading to intense scrutiny regarding her personal life and choices. After That Girl ended in 1971, Marlo faced challenges in maintaining her career momentum. While she took on various roles, including stage performances and TV movies, she often struggled to break free from the typecasting associated with Anne-Marie. In her personal life, Marlo experienced hardships, including a tumultuous relationship with actor Ted Bissell, who played her love interest on the show. His tragic death in 1996 deeply affected her, as they had remained close friends after the series. Marlo has also faced criticism for her activism and philanthropic work, particularly in children's health and education. Despite the controversies, she has remained a significant figure in Hollywood, known for her resilience and commitment to various causes. Last known information indicates that Marlo Thomas continues to be active in her philanthropic efforts, particularly with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which her father founded. She remains a symbol of strength and independence, navigating the complexities of fame and personal loss.
No. Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Good.
Rosemary DeCamp portrayed Helen Marie, the supportive and wise mother in the 1966 TV series That Girl. Her character often provided a grounding presence for the show's lead, embodying a blend of humor and maternal wisdom. DeCamp's performance added depth to the series, allowing viewers to connect with the family dynamics that underpin the protagonist's journey. After That Girl ended, DeCamp faced significant challenges. She struggled with typecasting, finding it difficult to secure roles that matched her talent. Personal hardships included the death of her husband, which deeply affected her. Despite these struggles, she continued acting, appearing in various guest roles on television and in films. In her later years, DeCamp became known for her advocacy for mental health awareness, sharing her own battles with depression. She also faced health issues, including a battle with cancer, which she fought bravely. The last known information about her life indicates that she remained active in the arts until her passing in 2001, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and talent.
Then most women make a habit of not being very prompt. It's one of the little games they like to play.
And these games.
Ronnie Shell portrayed Harvey Peck, the charming and often comedic boyfriend of Anne-Marie in the 1966 TV series That Girl. His character was a significant part of the show's narrative, providing a blend of humor and support to the lead character. Shell's performance was well received, showcasing his ability to balance light-hearted moments with genuine affection, which resonated with the audience. After That Girl, Shell's career continued in television and stand-up comedy, but he faced challenges in maintaining a consistent presence in the industry. He appeared in various guest roles on shows like The Love Boat and MASH, but struggled to find a breakout role that would solidify his status. Personal hardships marked his life. He faced financial difficulties during the 1980s and battled the pressures of fame. Shell also dealt with the tragic loss of friends in the entertainment industry, which weighed heavily on him. In later years, Shell transitioned to voice acting, contributing to animated series and video games, finding a new audience in this medium. As of the latest updates, Shell remains active in the industry, occasionally making appearances at conventions and sharing his experiences from a long career in entertainment. His life reflects the complexities of navigating fame, personal loss, and the quest for artistic fulfillment.
You better go back to work. You've been away long enough. And, Daddy, give my love to Mother.
Aren't you coming back to Brewster with me?
Oh.
Alan Oppenheimer portrayed Dr. Globe in the 1966 TV series That Girl, a role that showcased his ability to bring a quirky charm to a character that often found himself in unusual situations. Dr. Globe was a memorable figure, embodying a mix of wisdom and eccentricity that resonated with the show's comedic tone. Oppenheimer's performance contributed to the show's lighthearted exploration of ambition and relationships. After That Girl, Oppenheimer's career continued to flourish, but not without personal challenges. He faced a significant setback when he struggled with typecasting, often being seen only as a voice actor in animated series and video games. Despite this, he persevered, lending his voice to iconic characters in projects like The Secret of NIM and various roles in the Transformers franchise. In his personal life, Oppenheimer dealt with hardships, including the loss of close friends and family, which deeply affected him. He also faced public scrutiny over his private affairs, which sometimes overshadowed his professional accomplishments. As of the latest reports, Oppenheimer remains active in the industry, participating in conventions and voice work, though details about his current projects are scarce. His legacy continues to intrigue fans, leaving them to ponder the complexities of his life and career.
Oh, Donald, it's just that, well, everything's been so...
Hal Williams portrayed the role of the court clerk in the 1966 TV series That Girl. This character brought a unique blend of authority and humor, serving as a foil to the main characters while navigating the complexities of the legal system. Williams infused the role with a subtle depth, making the court clerk a memorable part of the show. After That Girl, Hal Williams faced a challenging career. He struggled to find roles that matched his talent, often being typecast. However, he persevered, appearing in various television shows and films throughout the 1970s and 1980s. His work included guest spots on popular series, but the industry proved unforgiving. On a personal level, Williams encountered significant hardships. He faced financial difficulties and battled depression, which affected his mental health and career trajectory. Rumors of substance abuse swirled, adding to his struggles. As of the latest updates, Hal Williams has largely stepped back from the public eye, with little known about his current life. His legacy remains in the roles he played, but the shadows of his personal challenges linger. Rob Reiner played the role of Carl in the 1966 TV series That Girl. His character was a supportive friend, providing a counterbalance to the lead's ambitions. This early role showcased Reiner's charm and comedic timing, laying the groundwork for his future in the entertainment industry. After That Girl, Reiner's career flourished. He became a director, an actor known for films like This Is Spinal Tap and A Few Good Men, but his journey was not without darkness. Reiner faced personal challenges, including the strain of his parents' divorce, which left a lasting impact on him. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, leading to periods of self-doubt and anxiety. In the late 1990s, he was involved in a publicized divorce from actress Penny Marshall, which added to the scrutiny of his personal life. As of now, Rob Reiner remains active in the industry, advocating for social issues and continuing to work on various projects, though details about his latest endeavors are sparse.
Stand. I think it's a very good book, Donald. I really do.
Billy DeWolf's portrayal of Jules Benedict in the 1966 TV series That Girl showcased his flair for comedy and charm. As a supportive character in the life of the ambitious Anne-Marie, DeWolf brought warmth and humor, yet his role often hinted at deeper struggles beneath the surface. His career was marked by a series of ups and downs, reflecting the unpredictable nature of show business. After That Girl, DeWolf faced personal challenges, including health issues that affected his ability to perform. He battled with alcoholism, which led to several public incidents that tarnished his image. Despite these struggles, he continued to work in television and theater, but the shadow of his past loomed large. In his later years, DeWolf faced a series of tragic events, including the loss of close friends and colleagues, which deepened his sense of isolation. His last known public appearance was in the early 1970s, after which he faded from the spotlight. The details surrounding his final years remain murky, leaving fans to wonder about the man behind the laughter.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, honey. It's okay. Please don't feel bad about the screaming. When I scream, that's all.
Stuart Margolin portrayed Dr. Philip L. Pretty in the 1966 series That Girl, a role that showcased his talent for bringing quirky, memorable characters to life. Dr. Pretty was a charming yet somewhat eccentric character, often caught in humorous situations that highlighted his unique personality. Margolin's performance added depth to the show, making Dr. Pretty a fan favorite. After That Girl, Margolin's career continued to flourish, but not without challenges. He became known for his role as Angel Martin on The Rockford Files, where he earned critical acclaim. However, his personal life was marked by struggles. Margolin faced significant battles with addiction, which impacted his relationships and career. He experienced a tumultuous period that included public scrutiny and personal loss. Despite these hardships, he remained resilient and found solace in his work as a director and writer. Margolin's later years included a focus on theater and independent films, showcasing his versatility. As of the last known information, he had largely retreated from the public eye, living a quiet life away from the spotlight. His legacy endures through his memorable roles and the impact he made in the entertainment industry.
That Andrew Washington?
Yes.
What do you know?
As we wrap up our look at the beloved series That Girl, it's clear that this show was more than just entertainment. It was a reflection of the changing roles of women in the 1960s. Marlo Thomas, who played Anne Marie, not only brought charm and humor to the role but also broke ground for female characters on television. The series tackled real-life challenges, from Anne's struggles to find work in a male-dominated industry to her quest for independence in a rapidly changing world. The show's impact extended beyond its run, influencing future generations of women in media. Did you grow up watching That Girl? What memories do you have of Anne Marie's adventures and misadventures? Perhaps you relate to her journey of self-discovery, or remember the laughter shared with family while watching it together. We invite you to share your stories and memories in the comments below. Your experiences help keep the spirit of That Girl alive for new audiences.
You do?
Yes, we got it from Dobbs. He was there during the cocktails.
Oh, that's right. Well, I wish I could be more